After last week's explosive episode, Din Djarin and his new crew are now on the hunt to get Grogu back, and Din has to make some big decisions to make that happen. Like all the rest, episode 7 of season 2, titled The Believer, has plenty of in-jokes and callbacks to the larger Star Wars universe, and we're here to break them all down for you. I'm Greg Elliott with Screen Rant, and here's every Star Wars reference and Easter egg in Chapter 15 of The Mandalorian.
Inmate 34667, you have 3 seconds to comply with your new directive.
Okay, all right.
The episode begins in the prison labor camp known as the Carthon Chop Fields, and in the junkyard we can see the remnants of pod racers and Imperial TIE fighters, and some familiar and unfamiliar faces as well. In addition to one species we don't recognize, there is a Hask, who could be the same one seen in the mugshots from last week's episode, and the prison guard droid is the same model that we saw back in Season 1. Once on the planet Morak, a new planet to Star Wars canon, we learn that the Empire is processing rhydonium, an extremely volatile substance often used as starship fuel, which first debuted in the Clone Wars and has since appeared in Rebels and The Force Awakens.
Allow me to introduce you to one of my oldest and most explosive friends, rhydonium.
The ISB is mentioned, or Imperial Security Bureau, essentially the Empire's version of the Gestapo, who first appeared on the Death Star in A New Hope and were often seen in Rebels, and Migs also refers to Grogu as Din's little green friend, which is the exact same thing that Palpatine called Yoda in Revenge of the Sith. Migs and Din then don stormtrooper disguises, a common tactic by Star Wars heroes, and were also treated to some other types of Imperial soldiers in the episode, like Coastal Defender Troopers or Shore Troopers that first debuted in the Star Wars Commander video game and were then seen in Rogue One, as well as Imperial Weapons Technicians, the round-helmeted gunners first seen in A New Hope.
We have thermal detonators.
Terrific.
Just keep it steady.
The as-of-yet unidentified alien pirates, first seen in last week's mugshots, have thermal detonators, a common Star Wars explosive, and when inside the Imperial base, Valen Ness asks for Din's TK number, a common trooper designation that goes back to A New Hope, before Migs name drops Tanab, a planet first mentioned by Lando in Return of the Jedi. Migs then says they gotta go fill out some TPS reports, which, while not a Star Wars reference, is an Office Space call-out, which we definitely appreciate.
You see, we're putting the cover sheets on all TPS reports now before they go out. Did you see the memo about this?
Migs also refers to Operation Cinder, Palpatine's Destroy Everything contingency plan that went into effect after his first death, and Burnin Khan, one of the planets targeted in the operation, which first appeared in Star Wars canon in the 2015 Uprising mobile game. At the end of the chapter, Migs uses a cycler rifle to shoot and detonate the rhydonium, which first appeared in A New Hope and are often used by Tusken Raiders, right before Boba drops a seismic charge on the incoming TIE fighters, the same type of very unique sounding explosive that his dad Jango used in Attack of the Clones. The episode ends with Din using Moff Gideon's own words against him, and hopefully next week's season finale will reunite him and Grogu before the show goes on hiatus until next Christmas. So make sure to come back to Screen Rant next week for more Mandalorian Star Wars references and Easter eggs. I'm Greg Elliott, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.